Underdog Daily with the Badge Bros hanging out. Black and Yellow Dog app, the platform of the people. It's Nez Takes. It's Roto Run. We're going to be talking some hoops. We're going to be doing a little recap of the weekend there. I still have not looked at my pods. I have no idea if I'm advancing any teams. Maybe we'll get that one going here. I'm not ready if I can endure, but I was just telling my boy Nez, I finally got hit with the holiday spirit here. Look at this right there. We get the little jingle around, the Jingle Bros.
It's kind of nice, isn't it? It's a nice little touch. It looks great. It honestly looks great. It fits right in with the stream, too. It's nice.
This one's actually called the Holiday Badge. So, like, that fits the theme of the show for sure.
Happy holidays. Just right there. Very quaint.
Oh, good shit. Nezzy, man, how's the weekend? How's life? Are we celebrating festivities yet? What's going on?
Yeah, we had a holiday party on, when was that? Saturday? Yeah, I think it was, it would have been Saturday. So that was fun. Had people over. It was a nice time. The best part about it was we strictly scheduled it from 4 to 8. So get in nice and early. You leave nice and early. Nobody's staying too long. Not that they would anyways, but it was just like, it was nice in and out. Great time. Get to meet some friends, do a little white elephant gifting. It was a good time. It was
nice.
A really good time.
I'm a big proponent of the white elephant gifting. I'm a big proponent of Secret Santa style gifting and stuff like that. Like, that's what, like, my buddies do. That's what the kids yesterday, we had a get together with one side of the family yesterday there, and the kids do Secret Santa so that not everybody's buying for everyone. It's just like one kid buying for another kid kind of thing there. So I'm a big proponent of that. Actually, as we played a white elephant game with a Christmas party on the weekend there, where you roll the dice. So you just one die, 6 obviously on there. You know, one's like take a drink, one's like give a drink, classic stuff like that. Then the other ones were like pick a gift, move a gift. And then the last 2 rolls were say something nice to someone in the room. And then the other roll was text something mean to one individual. So we were and it was just one individual. It was just like one buddy who wasn't there. And we just kept rolling 5. And we were just texting him mean shit after mean shit like this. And he's like, what the hell's going on, boys?
Jeez, man. The poor guy's like, what the fuck did I do?
Someone called it naughty or nice dice or something like that was like the name of the game. Dice. Yeah, and not bad, eh? We might be able to sell that.
No, that's a fun game. That's a really fun game. We didn't do anything crazy with our white elephant. We just, like, you know, your normal, like, go around. We picked numbers, and, you know, it was like steal or no steal. You know, basically just easy shit. But there was like a pregnant lady there, and she pulled a towel warmer, which was like surprisingly like very popular. And she kind of made it known right away. She's like, if you steal this from the pregnant lady, she's like, you know, you're not getting shit for Christmas. And nobody stole it from her. Everybody was too scared.
That's a power move, and that was the right play by her. Mad respect for that move.
I almost did it. I was like, I know Bria would like this, but let me just not do that.
Got some good stuff going on in the chat here. Tons of GMs, tons of holiday well wishes, and appreciate everybody. Appreciate you guys as a community. Jingle Bros has a nice sound to it.
I think nothing wrong with Jingle Bros.
I think it's fine. I'm good with being the Jingle Bros.
Sus about that. Yeah, you're sus, Davis.
Sanjay Rich is headed your way, man. He's headed your way. We're keeping him company on the drive right now, or on the trip down. So that's pretty good. Enjoy that ball game tomorrow there. Yeah, man, there's going to be a ton of hoops coming up here, because we got 7 games tonight, nobody on back-end back-to-backs. And then tomorrow, we have everyone who's on today's slate playing tomorrow, except for the Warriors and the Celtics. And then there's 14 games tomorrow. Then there's a day off, and then there's the 5 Christmas Day, all spaced out like that. So Nez and I were just talking behind the scenes here. We both got a ton of holiday stuff. We both got some parties and family stuff. And then we're also got some travel. I'm going away for New Year's and that sort of thing. We will have Off and On the Clock on the 26th. It may or may not have me on it, but we're going to have the show nonetheless. And then tomorrow, we're definitely going to have a show for the 14 game of hoops. And then Christmas Eve is TBD. I might do something pre-record. I might do something really early in the morning because I know how big a slate Christmas Day is. And I know people will want to be drafting it on Christmas Eve for Christmas Day for both sports. Like there's 6 games. So I'm going to do my best to make sure we have something here for you guys for that. And then off and on the clock on the 26th, nothing on the weekend. And then I'm going to be gone for the first 4-ish days of New Year's in January. So we'll work through that. But at the very least, you guys are going to get today and tomorrow, and then hopefully something on Christmas Eve, and then something on the 26th as well.
Yes. Yeah. It's, understandably busy time of year, but also a lot of sports going on. Man, I don't know if you've taken a look ahead at this NFL slate for Christmas.
No.
Terrible.
Dumpster fire? Oh,
yes.
No. Oh, yes. No. Okay, I got to take a peek right now then. Okay, we're looking at, let me take a peek here. Get our bearings up here as we pivot into some actual sports talk. All right, so tonight we got Niners and Colts, and then we got Cowboys Commanders, 50 total. I mean, that's but yeah, no implications there. Lions, are they dead after losing yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, so no implications here with Vikings and Lions. And Vikings probably backup quarterback as well, like if JJ can't go. And then Minshew died for our sins. Terrible, unspeakable. Really wanted him to ball out for the tail end of this year and get another contract with someone. That was so brutal. You get Broncos, who are going to just presumably beat the brakes off of the Chiefs in a freezing cold outdoor game. Look at the unabated line at 36.5 there.
Yeah, I don't know how that Cowboys and Commanders game is at 50.5 because the Commanders are going to be playing Josh Johnson at QB.
Wow. Okay. I did not realize that either. Mariota got hurt too?
Yeah, Mariota is like very much questionable and out. I think damn near out. Dan Quinn just said Josh Johnson's taking the majority of the snaps at QB next week.
Holy smokes, man. We're going to have 3 third and or fourth string quarterbacks on this slate.
Yeah.
And then 3 teams that presumably should beat the brakes off the other teams, but have nothing to play for. So Cowboys, nothing to play for. Lions, nothing to play for. Broncos, I guess, will be playing for the number 1 seed, but they've already clinched. Wow. Very interesting dynamic. You're right.
Well, the Lions are apparently at 7%, 6%.
Okay.
But
Lions it's still okay. There we go.
That's basically Jover.
Okay. Yeah, like Pitch saying like this slate looks so good at the start of the year. Like, yeah, did it ever, right? Like this looks so good.
This should have been awesome.
Oh man, LOL variants of football. Speaking of the variants of football, Nez, should we talk about the week that was there? Yeah, have you looked at your best ball stuff? Do you want to look at your best ball stuff? Do you want to save it for tomorrow?
John, of course I have.
Okay.
I have. Yes, I have. Dude, I drafted 1,600 teams. I love it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, well, I drafted like 300 and 400 or something like that. 350. I didn't look, but all right, fine. Let's look. Let's do it all in one motion right now. We got to check in on our guy Purple Yosh as well. I'm just going straight portfolio, no sweat here. Yep.
Searching your boy. Give me something advancing one time. 2 advancing to the potential finals. We got a Schnauzer and a German Shepherd. Damn, Batch Bros Brawl. We got a 3, a 5, and a 5. Hopefully we got some bodies tonight. Best Ball Mania, we are dead. 11, 10, 9. We're dead in Best Ball Mania. Yeah, Pitbull, maybe we got a little sweat there. Nope, 0%. All right. It looks like we're dead, dude.
Well, that German Shepherd, like fingers crossed on that.
Where's that one? This one here? Yeah, the second team.
Coin flip.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like this. I mean, shout out to Pat Donovan forever for this. This is just such a clean way to look at the sweats, and also a little demoralizing. But like, I'd rather just know. I'm a big boy. Give me the truth. I can handle the truth, and let me. This is just such a really fun way to a really easy way to sweat, and also great sweat experience because if you click on the blue icon there, sometimes you have to like search for it, but okay, so it's 2-person advance, so that guy's good. But if you hit the arrows, and you'll find the guy that you're up against, and you can like really easily compare who you need to fade and who you're rooting for. And you're on straight anti-sweat watch. You'll see the advanced percentage will be like 53%, I'm guessing. Oh, there's a 1%er. 1%. 4 getting there. 12. Okay, so there's more than one.
Fading Purdy and McCaffrey tonight from that guy.
Yeah, and then you'll see your true opponent. Oh wow, so there's a couple.
Yeah, wow. Purdy and JT. I'm drawing dead.
No, Purdy. You have a coin flip at staying alive.
That's stone dead, bud.
It's not. I get you don't want to sweat, but I'm sorry, you have a sweat.
All right, we got to sweat. Okay, so we got to sweat with one or two of these ones here. Nezzy, how we doing with you?
Not bad.
Okay, 11 out of 41 here. Oh, a Great Dane. That's fun. Okay.
Yeah.
Bulldog 2, so some high dollar ones. Nice. 3 of the Badge Bros Brawl. So Nezzy might take down a Badge Bros Brawl. The Pug's in there. Take down the Flocks one instead. Nice, dude. Nez looks like he's gonna have a good final sweat here with at least hopefully 12 teams.
Yeah. PD's got me at 11. I think it could very easily be 10. But yeah, fingers crossed we run a little good. I think I'm pretty sure last year was the first time, and I've been drafting a lot of best ball teams for a while. Last year was the first time I ever made a finals team. So this is like way different than what I'm used to, having this many
multiple
teams.
Shots on goal, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get it. No, but this is what you do, man. You put in the hours that were necessary. You grinded your 3.9 all off season there, and then you get yourself, some looks at the finals, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's pull those up. The Great Dane team I really like.
All right, Great Dane team for Nez. We got Jalen Hurts and Matthew Stafford. He's got CMC and Jonathan Taylor still going tonight, yet he's already 100% advanced. So that's a cozy feeling there. Jalen Warren, because of course, Travis Etienne, Devontae Adams, we need him to come back.
Yeah,
J-Mo and Olave, and then a bunch of kind of guys who might give you usable scores with some pop in there. This 80 Mitchell one's a lot of fun right now. Kyle Williams obviously had the big play last night. JT Sanders getting it done for you there with a Jonnu and Kelsey. This is a strong team, man.
I like this one a lot. Yeah, this one felt good off the bat. I ended up tweeting this out. This was the only Great Dane I did. But yeah, I was pretty excited about it. It was like an expensive tournament. It was $250 to enter, but it was really small. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll take one shot at this, and just like Babe Ruth it.
Right on, Bo. Call your shot, get your guys, made it work.
And we're looking at 11 people in the finals, by the way.
Oh, nice. So that's like a good opportunity. That's like, wow, nice.
Yeah, 25K to first.
Right on. What was, sorry, how much to first?
25K.
Nice.
We'll take it. We'll absolutely take it.
Bulldog team with only one quarterback, just riding the coattails of Trevor Lawrence the last 2 weeks here. Unbelievable running back room there with 5 healthy guys who are all playing very good ball right now, north of 21 from Barkley, Cook, and Warren. Decent wide receiver room there. That QJ was pretty cheeky. I was so wrong on the Herbert stuff this weekend. Wow, was I ever wrong? Schultz, Goddard. This is another strong team, dude.
Yeah, this Devontae Adams injury is just kicking me in the nuts, man. It's so unfortunate. They already said that he's like on the wrong side of questionable next week. God, it's so annoying, man. It is really annoying. But, hopefully we can still make a little noise. This one, I forget. This one I think is 20K to first. 20K to first. 31 people in the finals. So maybe we can make a little noise.
Nice, dude. All right. Get after it, man. I hope you win something because your boy certainly is not going to. I just did see 20 dropped off at our door from our good guy Purple Yosh here.
Dude.
I hope that means what it means, Nez. I'm going to go ahead and click this button and hope for the best here. Oh, yeah, there we go. The Steampunk Mario 100% is advancing to the finals of the Eliminator. What a sweat my guy has right here.
Such a dope team. Such a dope team. What a crazy sweat throughout the whole year. Yeah, and now he's in there. For sure, locked in 76K in total winnings to make it to the finals. 200K up top. Yeah, man. What a sick team. Just super pumped for him, man. Just day one too. Day one supporter out here. So we love Yosh, and man, couldn't be happier for him.
Yeah, many are calling this his second best sport. I mean, he's not even flexing in his best sport right now. Watch out in the MLB Eliminator streets. Watch out.
I know, right?
Oh, good shit, man. Shout out to the Purple Yosh, man. Go get yourself a down payment on a house. Let's get it, man. This is sweet. Let's see where our guy Gunnar Ross is at. Oh, our guy Gunnar Ross on the wrong side of history right now, but still a 61% chance. Okay. So I guess that means 39% for him.
Right.
What do we got? Jonathan Taylor tonight. Jonathan Taylor's blocked. CMC tonight. He needs CMC to cover 14.9 fantasy points. And that's it. He needs Jonathan Taylor to match scores, and then he needs CMC to basically beat one of the flex players on the other side by 14, right?
I thought that's what it was whenever I did it in my head.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, because the flex, so who's really flexing for him right now again?
Maybe Rico with that 6.3. Yeah.
Tight end Rico is flexing.
Goddard with 10.7.
Yeah. Yeah, so he has to. No, you're right.
Math time is hard time.
It is fucking hard. It is really fucking hard. So Dallas will be the flex. Yeah, you're right. 6.3 from Rico. Ignore the hell out of me. Okay.
So in this instance, do you want JT to go nuke? You do, right? Because you want to knock out one of his flexes, or it doesn't matter because it just matches. It doesn't matter.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
It might matter for like 3 points, right? Because he also has a pretty weak flex.
Right.
But like, yeah. Like JT can score like 2 points for him of leverage.
Right. Yeah. That's that. I think you want JT to go nuke to get a little bit more.
Yeah. So I'm rooting. I love Gunnar, man. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah. Badge is up for our guy Gunnar Ross all the time, baby. This badge lives here right now. I was gonna put it on a shirt, but I just have too much fun raising the badge every time we bring up Gunnar Ross.
I know mine's still in my backpack. I really have hopes of putting that on something at some point.
Yeah. All right, dude. Let's talk about the weekly slate, the daily slate, the battle royale, etc. There. Your boy, little light work there, and probably so. I came on the show on I'm not normally the takes guy. I came on the show on Friday. I told everybody I had the answers to the test. Boy, was I wrong. Fading the Justin Herbert stuff was not smart. Thankfully, you guys got me on the Trevor Lawrence stuff. I a little bit slower feeling week this week. I just given that, holidays and whatever else was going on. So DeBomb was still open for me in the morning there. And so was, my 4 favorite contests on the site were still open for me to get in there. I bricked the DeBomb as usual, but shout out to our guy T-Box who takes it down here. A naked Joe Burrow team. Justin Jefferson finding his way to the lineup. Kyle Pitts, the second highest scoring tight end on the slate. Bijan plus Cook, and Olave was kind of a have to have it guy this week there. Car Park's up here as well. The Gale's up here, who's always checking in. Our guy GSD4 is in here as well. Shout out the Solver. Tons of friends and family at the top of DeBomb this week. Yeah,
I also paid a lot of rake in DeBomb. this week. So nothing from your boy. I had like a nice lineup, I thought, going into the afternoon, but it didn't do anything, so I can't remember what it was. But it was I had like a Michael Carter, McBride, and Amon-Ra team that had like 70 points or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how that one ended.
Michael Carter, man. Carter.
Hey, your boy Leone doubled down for you with the Tyler Shuck and Michael Carter flag plants. So you were not in bad company there.
Me and Leone, man, we got a mind meld going on.
Yeah, there you go. Fullback dive here. I was in first for a while in this one. Ended up coming 8th in it. Tyler was in first. He kind of jumped me, and then Tyler needed McBride in the afternoon to take care of business, and he did not. I thought I had a good chance at this one. Shout out to Stone Buck, been around for a long time. Here, he goes with the Burrow Chase combo. So that's kind of how you got the high scoring quarterback alongside the highest scoring or second highest scoring running back on the slate in Chase Brown. And then you just needed that Olave one. Tight end didn't really separate this week. Shout out to the guy, Taysom Hill, who was actually the third highest scoring tight end on the slate, maybe third or fourth. Chiga Konkwu could have got you there as well. Obviously, nobody scrolled much to either of those. So it was really Fannin or Pitts and then Bowers were kind of the only answers to the test at tight end this week. Shout out to the Stone Buck for this one. Tyler's up here, Crutch is up here.
That's our Buck, right? That's Buck from the Discord.
Yeah,
I believe. Hell yeah. Hanging on the rim.
Hang on the rim, baby. Deposit Kingdom League here. Have no idea how to say this. KHH2. Well, not even going to try. Well, yeah, there you go. Perfect. Well done. This is another one of these Burrow doubles here where you needed to pair the Chase and Chase. Didn't need Olave in this one because he made up for it by having Harold Fannin with the 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground there. James Cook is in almost every lineup because almost every first round pick was a little bit of a dud in your lineup outside of James Cook. So you really needed the James Cook plus Chase or something like that to open up, other possibilities in your lineup because there were a lot of clunkers from that front end. You needed the 2, not scroll running backs, but you needed the 2 running backs who weren't first round picks every time kind of vibe. Get you on this roster construction there. Nice team. And then the main BR and the Badge Bros Brawl here, Nez. No idea. Pappy. There's our guy, Pappy. I have no idea how to say this. Burrow plus Chase Brown. Bijan puts up that 26, so you didn't need the James Cook one there. And then Olave plus Pickens, and then didn't even need the high-scoring tight end on the slate because Brock Bowers got it done for you. Surprised to see Joe Burrow come in at 77%? Question mark.
Yeah, definitely surprised to not be 100.
Yeah, like maybe not like but like I would have expected like 90 or something like that.
Sure.
Just given that the other guys were going in front every single time, people were doing the back stack with Higgins. I
believe this is it Weeshaw? No.
Weeshaw. I mean, that's how I read this. Like we, like in French, like OUI is like we, yes.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
Ooh wee. Is this what is this a ooh wee reference to like Rick and Morty style thing?
I think he's just telling you to say it like no, he has no idea.
Ooh wee chachi poppy.
Chachi poppy.
Chachi poppy. Anyways, it's a fun name. Shout out to the Chachi Poppy. Buster Boys is up here. Zakarian's up here. Shout out to our guy Zakarian who just pulls out the phone when he's on the chairlift skiing and just drafts the nuts. Love to see it. Gets a little scroll down to Trevor Lawrence. Dude scored 44 fantasy points the week before and then comes in at 7.8% drafted. And we talked about it on Friday's show, how that Broncos defense is quite fraudulent when it comes to playing real opponents versus fake opponents with backup quarterbacks. And proved true, man. The Jags looking like a pseudo wagon right now and doing it without BTJ really doing much and doing it without Travis Hunter is pretty surprising. But shout out Liam Cohen and the big turnaround they've had in Jacksonville, man.
Yeah, I mean, hats off. I owe, I mean, I was calling it like it was with Trevor Lawrence for a while, but I mean, goddamn, man, like he's playing really good. He's playing really good, and looks like the prospect we always thought he could be. Really, nothing left to say there other than like, I mean, they're pretty dangerous, man, in the playoffs. I think their biggest, concern is just their ability to stop the pass, and teams are going to be trying to pass on them, at some point. But I guess on the other hand, they'll never be out of it if a team is up because they can't really ice the game that well because they stop the run so well. Anyways, like just a good team, really good team in Jacksonville, man.
Yeah, underrated defense too. Gets after the quarterback pretty well.
Right, right.
Man, I think I was like a little, we had this take in the offseason that we were like kind of joking around about where it's like these offensive minded coordinators who get fantasy steam from like our community and people get really excited about and then just don't turn into like good head coaches, right? Like we've had multiple iterations of this, right? Like I'm thinking about who was the guy from the Commanders like 2 years ago? Kellen Moore was one that fit into this. Mike McDaniels, the old fake sharp Chargers coach, Staley.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, just rattle them off at the top of my head. But holy shit, man, celebrate the offensive minded coordinators that we thought were gurus that went to teams this year. Jacksonville, Carolina obviously is last year, but Carolina, Jacksonville, and the Bears this year with Ben Johnson as well. Like those three standing out in a big way as like they're in playoff positions and like offensive minded coordinators that the fantasy community loved.
You didn't name Dave Canales.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
Dave Canales as well, baby.
Yeah.
People forget. People forget. They keep pounding Panthers.
Yeah, second team or second year there, but same thesis.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I just got to give a shout out to Dave.
Yeah, so Canales, Cohen, Ben Johnson. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones right now. I don't know. More's not doing bad in New Orleans with what they've been doing in recent weeks. Now that like Shuck's coming along and that sort of thing, give them something to be excited about next year.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta. The chat keeps telling me to check in on the Buster Boys team here. Naked Justin Herbert swapped to Chris Olave, so this was drafted like really early in the week.
Yeah,
Rice and then swapped to Olave, so that's a classic. Like if you're early team there, and then Bijan plus Cook was like obviously tough to obtain, but not impossible because you see Zakarian did it on the chairlift as well. So yeah, Chris is up here. The Wood is up here. Mad shout outs to the community who continue to perform. And then the Badge Bros Brawl here. Esmeranda, my guy Esmeranda bested me in the Primetime Palooza the other night. I think I came with a top 10 in the Primetime Palooza, and he won the Primetime Palooza on, I can't remember what it was, Sunday night, Monday night? I think it was Monday night. Thursday night with the Seahawks game in there. The Monday times Thursday was the one that he won there that I thought I had a good chance at. But he takes down the Badge Bros Brawl here. This was a Burrow stack. Burrow was obviously only 42% drafted in there. And then he scrolls the F down for Chris Olave at 25%. Harold Fannin not even drafted half the time there. So getting some leverage off of just good projecting plays. Shout out to Chris in second as well there. And Esmeralda was all over it because he's in fourth as well there. One of the best players on the site, Mad Love.
Oh, man. I got to win the Badge Bros Brawl.
I got to win fucking anything. Remember when I used to just come on the show and be like, won the bomb again? And it was just like, hey, yeah, we're turning the page. This doesn't happen anymore, Nez.
What happened? What happened to the game that I love?
It got bigger is the problem.
We're all looking for the guys who are responsible.
It got bigger, and then some guys made a masterclass. Fucking assholes.
I refuse to draft naked quarterback, and it continues to print. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
And it was a big thesis of the masterclass.
That was my whole thing. That was my whole thing.
A whole data driven segment, and I just can't turn off my stacking brain. All right, dude, let's move on here. We filibustered enough to get a new NBA injury report. So, well, this is interesting. NBA injury reports now coming out every 15 minutes.
Yeah. Did you that came out when we were doing Off and On the Clock?
That came out on Friday. This is the new NBA injury reports.
Yep.
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah,
well, that'll
cracking down on gambling or something. I don't
know. Is that really what they're doing?
Yeah, it's something.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Okay, cool. Like it. Yeah. So that's just one macro thing to be mindful of, guys, going forward here as news more frequently with NBA injury reports coming out every 15 minutes now. Actually, I will show you the official reminder that the official NBA injury report is the only place to get your injury-based news, and now it's coming out every 15 minutes instead of on the half hour every hour. Couple macro things I want to hit on for just these upcoming slates in general. Tomorrow is going to be insane. It's going to be a dumpster fire. Teams that aren't playing on Christmas are going to use it to get guys multiple days off of rest. So as I said at the top of the program, if you guys are now just joining, every single team that is playing basketball today is playing tomorrow as well, with the exception of the Boston Celtics and the Golden State Warriors, who are both playing on Christmas. So that's kind of like your lay of the land for that. We have 7 games today. We have 14 tomorrow, as you guys can see here. That injury report stuff is going to be crazy. We're going to have a million Q tags. We're going to have no idea what to do with stuff. And then there's going to be overlap in those games and the Christmas Day games, even though there's a 1-day break in between. So just be mindful. We're getting some stuff trickling in now. Lauri Markkanen is now officially in as well. So we'll be working through this on the fly here. But I just wanted to put that on people's radars. As for tomorrow's slate, I would commend the good people at Underdog, if Numi, Hope, or Brett happen to be listening, breaking up the 14-gamer, please and thank you. I know it is a Joker slate, but it's a Joker on a back-to-back slate. I think there's a chance. I don't know. I'm looking at this window here, this 8:30 to 9 Eastern, where you can go like 9 and 5 on the slate, but it takes Luka to one slate and it takes Joker to the other slate. So I'm not sure if that's good or bad or smart, but just thinking out loud, what would you do tomorrow, Nez?
Man, so what would be the games that we would chop off?
You would chop off Lakers, Suns, Grizzlies, Utah, Orlando and Blazers, Kings and Pistons, Rockets and Clippers. And you would do 5 from this from this 6 o'clock my time. So 9 p.m. Eastern. You'd do 9 and 5, and you'd put Joker on the first slate, Luka on the second slate. Is that too much power to the 101?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Your hands are kind of tied.
Yeah. Well, you could so you could do an 11-game main slate and keep Luka on it and keep the Jazz and Grizzlies game on it, which is going to be like high total, fast paced with a ton of Q tags as well. And then just the late slate's a 3-gamer. And you take off the Magic, Blazers, Pistons, Kings, Rockets, Clippers.
That would be better.
Okay. 11 and 3.
I would propose that.
Okay. Yeah. The other option is they haven't been doing the dunking after darks recently, so maybe you just go 14 and say fuck it and keep Cade on the slate. I don't know. It's just going to be a wild slate for swaps and injuries, and having like start times that are 3 hours later, especially on the day before Christmas Eve. Like it feels a little gross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, it is gonna suck.
Kind of is what it is a little bit.
Yeah. Anyways, thoughts and feelings. We trust the good people at Underdog to make the correct decision. Welcome back to the Saw Dog, who joined us all baseball season, joining up to be a member again. Happy holiday season to you, my friend.
Right on cue, we get the Luka Doncic day to day.
Oh no. Yeah, see? It's it's gonna be a dumpster fire tomorrow. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, we'll see. I think 11-3 would be nice.
Okay. Let's talk about today then, Nez. We got a whole bunch of stuff to parse through in its own right today. Yeah, thankfully Q tags at the front end of the draft boards not as prevalent today because we did get a Q tag that was on Donovan Mitchell. We haven't got the let him know, but we got it pivoted to a probable tag. So it looks like he's going to be able to go tonight. LaMelo Ball, who has been playing like limited minutes despite having a monster game, his first game back, he's been shifted to available there. We've already got some Pacers news. The Dallas stuff, I guess the Cooper Flag Q tag is kind of like one of the biggest ones. And then the Thunder being like extremely limited bodies wise tonight. That's kind of like the macro before we go game to game. I'll bring up ADP just for a hot second here. Things you've been noticing, things you're thinking about, etc.
ADP opened up really bad.
Okay.
And yeah, the projections don't line up with ADP really at all. A lot of it was Q tag related stuff. A lot of it just was not. It was just, bad ADP. Not that like it's oh no, you can't draft. It's just like you're going to have to, I'm deviating from ADP quite a bit.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just kind of a weird, it's a weird slate, I think. It's just like in a word, it's weird.
Okay. There you go. Shane's Numi's got us for 11-3 tomorrow.
Shane.
Like it. Shane. Yeah. That's just the government names being thrown out there. Respectfully. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. All right, dude, let's talk about it. What has been kind of like the biggest changes? I'd imagine Lauri Markkanen Q tag was available in like the 5th and 6th round. Donovan Mitchell, was he ever paired with like the Joker teams and stuff like that? Like, did it go that far?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think I have any. No, I don't personally, but
okay. So some of the biggest quote unquote GM stuff relative to projection and Q tags that was available, like kind of like last night, would have been like Donovan Mitchell in the middle of like the 2nd round, opposed to the back end of the 1st round. Melo, Flag, Lauri Markkanen. Anybody else come to mind?
That's mostly it. There's also just like guys that are really high in ADP that I'm like fading. So that's like another big part of this as well. Like Zion's really high. Jaren Jackson, really high. Okay. Don't have a ton of interest in those guys at ADP right now.
All right. Okay, cool. Sounds good, man. Let's walk it through. First game up, Hornets and Cavs. This was the original probable tag I was talking about there. We'll start on the Hornets side. Melo's been listed available. Liam McNeely, one of their draft picks on G League assignment, has also been listed available, and that's because there's no Colin Sexton, there's still no Grant Williams, and there's no Ryan Kalkbrenner this evening. So might see a shift up at the 5, might see some small ball lineups potentially this evening, but anticipating probably Diabate's starting at the 5 ? We'll talk about that. And then on the Cavs side, Sam Morrell is a probable tag for the first time in forever. And then it's an illness tag on Donovan Mitchell and on Craig Porter Jr., a.k.a. Gary Porter Jr., if you know, you know. The Cavs are still without Evan Mobley and Larry Nance and Max Strus. All the G Leaguers also listed out in this one. So, thoughts and feelings on this first ball game of the night that has a 239.5, which on some slates would be the highest total, but on today's slate is actually almost like 10 points off the highest total game here. Cavs are 9.5 point favorites at home. Garland has a really high ADP. I was noticing that. Let's talk it through.
So this I think this game's gonna be super super fun. You mentioned how high the total is. Should see a lot of small ball. Should see a lot of just a very fast paced game. And man, the Cavs are just like not very good right now.
Yeah.
So the Hornets should be able to keep up here, and makes for some fun drafting. LaMelo is he's Schrodinger's Mello. You really don't know what's inside the box scores any given night, but
Right.
I'm taking some pretty strong shots on him. Hasn't played in 2 days. Only played 23 minutes against the Pistons there, but available here against the Cavs, a beatable Cavs team. So I like LaMelo's upside, and I take him. I take him a good bit right now in drafts.
Did you see the first night that Melo came back there when he played like the 29? Like in general, he just played really well, and he was doing classic Melo like heat check threes from outer space and like that sort of thing. But did you see that the box scores were like low key broken on like every site for that game that night?
Oh no, I did not.
So the minutes were broken on every app you looked at because whatever the inputs that were getting fed from the stadium were wrong. And it had him playing 37 minutes. And I was like, what in the fucking fuck? Like, no, what is this? Like, there's no way, like, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah. And then they corrected like later in the night, like 3 hours after the game. And then it came back down to 29. And I was like, okay, now this all makes sense. Because I was tilting my ass off that we on the show we missed like 6th-round Melo in a game against Trey that he had the potential to play like playoff style minutes. I was like, how could we possibly have missed a nugget that inferred that? And obviously we didn't. Like it was just like a broken stat for whatever reason.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we didn't miss it, but we still got fucked.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah, he was still one of the highest scoring 6th-rounders that night because the 6th round was pretty decimated.
yeah.
That was the night that we were waiting for Shaden Sharp in overtime. Open wounds.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, for reminding
Yeah.
me when that was. Yeah, fuck that shit.
How are you gonna play the other three, man? Because Miles Bridges has been pretty bad in recent memory. Brandon Miller continues to have that high usage rate. Continues to wear the big thing on his shoulder at all times. Man, it is kind of a little bit of a big four here in terms of the usage, where I don't necessarily know where it's going or where the output's going on a given night because all four of them can create their own shots, can score, and contribute in multiple categories.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would probably. I mean, they all look similar right now, but yeah, I don't. Miles Bridges has been playing really bad lately, so I don't have a ton of hope for that. But you got to wonder if does he benefit from maybe having to play big in this game?
Dude, I would love to see a small ball 5 lineup with Bridges in the second unit at the 5 tonight.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
he probably will.
Mhm.
So, man,
I'm
yeah,
I'm torn. I'm torn because you I think you just start Diabates tonight, so it's these 4 plus Diabates, and then those are the minutes versus Jared Allen. If Thomas Bryant is like low key a little bit of a stretch 5 is out there, the second unit, do you just play Mason Plumlee against him? Right?
Mhm.
Like, do
Yeah,
you really want Miles Bridges versus Thomas Bryant? Like, that's pretty big size mismatch there. But he is a little bit of a stretch, so I
yeah,
don't know. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I could see it.
Mhm.
But yeah, all these guys like really look the same. But as far as like confidence goes, I'd probably rank it like Con, Brandon Miller, Bridges.
Con, Brandon Miller, Bridges. Okay, sure.
You know,
Yeah.
obviously after Lamelo. But yeah, I don't want to fade Brandon Miller, even though the price is quote unquote expensive. I don't really want to fade him, even though I'm going to be taking Laurie over him all day, and I think everybody else will too.
Yeah.
Um, and then some Laurie over Melo for God's sakes. But like, yeah, I don't want to have zero Brandon Miller just because there's these guys can have major ceiling games against these Cavs, dude. The Cavs just are broken right now. They're bad, and this is going to be a high scoring game. We know where this usage is coming from. It's these 4 guys. So yeah, I think min 1 Hornet type stuff tonight.
Nice. Okay, cool. I respect it. I'm just gonna look up last couple games here for the Hornets because I just want to get a sense of what's going on here. Melo with a 30.8 usage. KJ Simpson bench unit. Yeah, Con, Bridges, and Brandon Miller are all basically the same player in terms of like usage rates.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just like a stark drop off after that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Diabates and Kalkbrenner are like 8 guys. So like, yeah, they're not even like touchable really. Okay, cool. Yeah, so 4 on that side. Let's talk about the Cavs side. When I was first looking at ADP, admittedly, I only did one draft this morning just to get prepared for the show. Did not draft last night, which was abnormal for me, to be honest. But yeah, I saw the Garland ADP and I was like, I guess people are just scared of some other spots. But now as we get other people ruled in, I kind of think the Garland ADP is like a little fraudulent, but time will tell. Maybe it was like a little bit of a hedge for like Donovan Mitchell not playing, but now that we have the probable tag and presumably like the let him know coming, yeah, I think probably a little bad there, but I'm fine with Donovan and Jared Allen, and then a little bit of Garland when he falls, and that's kind of it here.
Yeah, I think you gotta. I mean, I don't know about gotta, but I understand the gut take of like Garland ADP bad, but
Sure.
Man, they do not have any other scores other than Donovan Mitchell, and it's Garland next. Garland can absolutely get a bucket, get his own shot. They need him to. This is like a different form of Darius Garland that we've had to see or going to have to see. So I think Garland has a really strong ceiling. I wouldn't fade it personally, but like in terms of like typical process, looking at what we look at, Garland does not look like a good pick. I get it. There's ceiling here. There's big ceiling here.
Okay. Sam Morrell coming back tonight potentially could impact like the minutes of Jalen Tyson, who's been playing well, but could impact his minutes, could impact a little bit of the Dean Wade minutes stuff. Hunter's going to continue to come off the bench, which is kind of like push-pull with Dean Wade. Lonzo never plays enough to matter. We do get the ball versus ball bowl here, which is kind of fun. Yeah, Craig Porter Jr. getting reintroduced here, commands usage off the bench. I don't really see anything else on our site that I'd like to get to, even with only 7 games on the slate.
The only one that I could get to, I think, is Jalen Tyson. Coming off a really bad game when he should have had a good game against the Bulls. No one's going to be looking his way, but he's going to play a lot of minutes, man. And he's really not a bad player at all. But coming off a stinker of a game against Chicago, it's like a perfect flop lag spot for him.
Okay. See, I'm a little more scared on the minutes than you are there, just based on all the bodies returning here. Like I don't think Sam Morrell.
He's just better than those guys.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't put Sam Morrell anywhere close to full. But if he plays like 20 tonight, like the first guys to get cut are Wade and Tyson.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. But yeah.
Okay.
The 6th round just like not a very good 6th round, so he's like he's in the conversation.
Yeah, no, that's entirely fair. Okay, cool. Let's keep pushing here, Nez. Let's talk about Pacers and Celtics. I put JB on the cover tonight just because they were one of the teams not on the back-to-back. They're 12-point favorites at home in a low total game here. Lowest on the slate, a 225.5. I just put it on the cover because I kind of wanted to talk about it, to be honest. Pacers injury report. My guy, TJ McConnell, has been ruled out for this one. Aaron Naismith, Ben Shepherd, and Obi Toppin are all out here. Obviously, Tyrese Halliburton is still out. Some of the G Leaguers have been made available here. Talon Peter, who we saw with a little bit of a handling role in the second unit, has been made available, and Cam Jones has been made available. Johnny Furphy as well this evening. On the Celtics side there, some G Leaguers made available as well here in Ron Harper Jr. and Max. I've never heard of this guy. Shugla, Shell. I'm not even going there. I don't know who he is, but Jordan Walsh has the Q tag. He left in the middle of the previous game, but it's listed as an illness Q tag here. And then Jaylen Brown with that same illness has been listed available this evening. I put Jaylen Brown on the cover because initially I was like, okay, this is like a pretty good spot going into like 2 days off that like he could cook. He has a pretty good usage rate. Like he's underutilized and underplayed on almost every slate relative to the other big name stars on the slate. Like he seems to always be the most palatable price tag of the front end tier of guys who could potentially break a slate. But then I saw all these G Leaguers listed available, and we know the Pacers are going to run like 11 deep, even on nights when they're missing bodies. That like, man, when you're 12-point favorites at home here, I'm really scared about minutes for like anyone on both sides here.
Yeah, I'm way more worried about Siakam.
Okay.
Siakam, like every slate, Siakam is just like there and tempting me, and I want to avoid it at all costs. But as soon as I get to single digit Siakam, that's whenever he goes off for 50 and get stocks again.
Yeah.
Fucking classic, dude.
Like just so classic to get 5 stocks against the Knicks out of nowhere and play 37 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
Siakam, man.
So yeah, tonight it feels bad. It feels bad. It feels really bad.
Yeah.
But
he's gonna deal with tough wing side D no matter what. Like even so, if Walsh plays, that's obviously a bad matchup for him, right? If Walsh doesn't play, like Josh Minot is also a tough matchup for him, or any switching you get off of like Derek White and get switched onto him, that's still not the best matchup in the world. Like this just feels like a bad spot for Siakam.
It does, and it probably because it is, you know?
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
Dude, I struggle with it. Yeah, it's just a struggle for me because I like my process and the way that I think about players gets me to a lot of Siakam, but I don't want to do it tonight. I don't want to do it tonight.
Okay.
So yeah. I'm gonna try not to, but we'll see.
Yeah. Will you play anybody else from the Pacers? Can you play any of either Nembhard, Benny Math, or Jay Huff in the last round?
I was thinking about Nembhard and Benny Math in the 6th because I'm like the 6th is really gross, but haven't done it a lot. It doesn't feel great, and no, I'm not doing Jay Huff tonight, but evergreen, shout out Jay Huff.
Yeah. I don't think it's the worst idea in the world to play any of these 3 in the last round. I think they all have like some ceiling potential here, but why go to the lowest total on the slate here as 12-point dogs when we can go elsewhere kind of deal. Interesting shout from the On the Break pod, aka Mike, in the chat here, talking about Hugo Gonzalez. I imagine Hugo Gonzalez has the potential to start this evening instead of Josh Minot if Jordan Walsh is unavailable to play tonight. He says he can guard 1 through 5. Like, yeah, Hugo's had some starts. He's had some decent games. He's alluding to the fact that he had a double-double last time out. So, yeah, I could entirely see that. I don't think any of it's playable here.
Yeah, not for me tonight.
Yeah, 31 fantasy points in 27 minutes at Toronto there. That was the game in which Jordan Walsh did play 12 minutes. So, yeah. Yeah, shout out us for getting on that Jordan Walsh stuff when everybody was chasing him early here. Good basketball player, good real life basketball player, good lockdown defense, but like he just could not continue at the rates in which he was putting out there.
Yeah.
Anybody else on the Celtics side that you want to talk about here? We finally saw ceiling from Peyton Pritchard there, 55 burger there, filling it up in multiple categories against Toronto over the weekend. Derek White has a quite high ADP, but was a faller in my draft this morning there. So I don't know, thoughts on these other two?
I think Derek White is a little overdrafted.
I feel similarly.
You like him?
No, I feel similarly. I think both Derek White and when I looked at ADP this morning, the 3 names that stood out most to me as like overpriced were Derek White, Darius Garland, and Brandon Miller. Those were like the 3 names that I was like, that price is a little too high for me right now.
Right. Yeah. And I think that was like based on what he was doing without Jaylen Brown and, maybe even an assumption that Jaylen Brown is still going to be there. But it was still going to be out. But yeah, so I don't have a lot of Derek White, but another guy that can just like absolutely pop off and be annoying as fuck on any given slate.
Yeah. Yeah. Very
But
much so.
maybe that's bad. That's a bad thesis for drafting somebody, but that's just like what's in the back of my head is just like, oh man, this guy's going to be a pain in my ass. I'm almost certain of it.
Any love for Keita this evening or Pritchard in the last round?
Pritchard. Yeah. I've been doing a good bit of Pritchard.
Yeah, I think it's a fun transition matchup for Pritchard. Get some threes up. I think it's a bad matchup for the Keita stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not doing Keita tonight.
Yeah, like a drop 5 versus stretch 5 stuff like Jay Huff and stuff. I feel like there's a chance Boston plays small tonight and plays like some double wing lineups with like Hauser and Minot out there or Hugo Gonzalez out there, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Yeah. Anthony Simons is always, we've talked about this a million fucking times on this show this year about how one day the ceiling's going to pop, but it's just like most of the time you're just lighting your whole lineup on fire by taking them in the last round.
Hilarious player.
Yeah. All right, dude, let's keep pushing here. Second highest total on the slate here. That is the New Orleans Pelicans as 1-point favorites. Yes, you heard that correctly. 1-point favorites for the Pels, shutout bound at home here against the Dallas Mavericks this evening. This is a 240.5. There's a big Q tag on Cooper Flagg in this one. We have Max Christie with the Q tag with an illness. We have Dante Exum still out. Kyrie Irving still out. We have Lively still out in this one. And then we have a probable tag on Klay Thompson. And then the Q tag that I mentioned for a back contusion on Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg did go through shoot around. And Max Christie did not go through shoot around. Those were our nuggets from the unabated stuff this morning. On the Pels side, it's just G Leaguers listed out, and then Herb Jones, who was listed with migraines, has been listed available. His minutes have been all over the place. And then DeJounte Murray is still out for them. So, thoughts on this one? I guess we could start at the top of the board there, first and foremost, with Anthony Davis. Is he your player number 3 on this slate?
Yeah, I had him 2 for a while. Now I got him back at 3.
Okay.
But a little revenge game here.
Nice.
Yeah, we like bigs against the Pels. Yeah, it's tough, man. This group, this tier of him, Cade, and Shea is really, really difficult. I don't want to be too underweight anybody there, but yeah, obviously, Ant huge ceiling here against the Pelicans, like for sure.
Yeah, we like this matchup in general. We like the total. We like that the spread's close. Could definitely open up some more stuff for him on the scoring side of the floor too if Cooper Flagg is unavailable to go. Like his projection gets like that ever so slight, like 2.8 fantasy point boost, which puts him in a tier by himself over the other two guys. That would be just like a little bit of back of the napkin bro science math there. But if you do get Flagg ruled out, I'm kind of in the camp that Flagg plays this evening though. Let's talk about the rest of the Mavs team here. I guess the big one is the Flagg one. Where are you comfortable taking him?
His ADP is kind of interesting. Normally we get guys with Q tags and their ADPs are like really late. His is not, it's like a pretty fair ADP. Let me just see how much I have them before I say something that isn't true. I only have 3 Flagg shares, so I've been trying to catch a falling Flagg. I like him a lot against the Pelicans here. This is actually going to be a pretty fun game. I think I'm pretty excited about this one.
Okay. No worries about the Herb Jones treatment or anything like that?
Not necessarily. Okay. You think he lines up on Flagg?
Bro science says yes, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It might not matter, man. Herb's minutes have been all over the place. He might only play 25, right? Mm-hmm. But randomly he plays 36 sometimes. So So who knows? We'll talk about that on the Pels side here. Anybody else on Dallas that you want to get to, or anyone you want to swap to if Flag is out?
Yeah, PJ Washington, 100%. Like
Okay.
with or without Flag, PJ Washington tonight is my flag plant.
Oh, I like it. 6th round PJ Washington is Nez's guy tonight. Love it.
Yeah, if
Cool.
I'm like when in doubt, just like take PJ.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good to me, dude. I respect it. Yeah, any love for like Nemhard or anything like that?
I
Najee
mean,
Marshall continues to start.
yeah, no, Najee if Cooper Flag's out.
Okay. Yeah. So you would go AD, PJ, Najee before you would get to Nem if Flag was out.
I think so, but strong
Okay.
opinion, loosely held. We'll see.
Yeah,
But
sure.
yeah, Nemhard doesn't like. He's a good real life basketball player, but for fantasy, I don't really want that tonight.
Okay. You think Clay starts if Flag's out?
I think that would make sense.
Yeah. Like I think if Christie was available, he would start, but I don't think Christie's going to be available. I don't think he's going to play after this injury report stuff with
Yeah, that seems pretty bearish.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting stuff. Okay, cool. They Dallas plays at home tomorrow night against Joker. I mean, everybody, as we alluded to, everybody's on the back end or on the front end back to back, except for the Celtics and the Warriors. So be mindful, but yeah, this one with a tight spread looks like a winnable ball game for them. They're 11-18. Like they need some dubs here. So this looks like a go hard for the first game, and then worry about Joker tomorrow when we get there. Let's talk about the Pels side, dude. My first instinct was I want to play Derek Queen in the 5th and 6th round. That was like my number one instinct. I'm a little skittish about Zion still playing off the bench, like that sort of deal. Minutes capped here. I was looking at guys behind him. Like I'd rather play like LaMelo over him, even though they're in the same situation. The reason I say that is because they're in the same situation with the quote unquote limited minutes. I don't know. Could Zion do exactly what he did against the Pacers the other night on Friday, I guess it was? Yeah, sure. He could give you 40 fantasy points in 22 minutes. He's Zion. That's what he does. But this looked like a pretty expensive price tag for Zion. Did you feel similarly?
Yeah, 100%. I don't have any Zion right now. Waiting for this to like correct itself.
Okay.
And I think it's in the process of it. I will say his PRA opened at 26.
Okay.
And so that was a huge like fuck no, and now it's up at 29. So like, it corrected. It corrected. Yeah. But as of right now, no. I'm sure I will FOMO a few shares just in case Zion goes off, because this is a pretty fun spot, Pels versus Dallas. So I'll FOMO a few shares here later in the day. I have a lot more drafts to do. But yeah, early on it was like no shot am I drafting Zion ahead of all these. Like I have Zion ranked like 22, I think.
Okay. Pels have a very interesting schedule upcoming here. Dallas tonight, Cleveland tomorrow, then Christmas Eve and Christmas off, and then 26th and 27th they play back-to-back in Phoenix. So if you're going to manage Zion, I imagine he doesn't play tomorrow and then he plays one of the games against Phoenix or something.
Probably that front end.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Seems okay. Any love for Trey Murphy at ADP? He kind of seems like the most consistent available player for them at all times. He's shown some ceiling at times, but a little bit rare, to be honest. Yeah, any love for him? Queen, Sadiq Bey in the last round. Jordan Poole continues to play off the bench and play limited minutes, but he did get up to 31. Yeah. So is that enticing? Yeah, what do you like?
I mean, Murphy and Queen. Their prices are fair. I like this game, like I said. Yeah, one of these nights, Jordan Poole is going to explode for sure. One of these nights, but not tonight. Not tonight.
Jordan Poole feels like the better bet of the Anthony Simons stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's what it feels like. Pels are low-key deep right now with like all these bodies back. Like I'm counting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They could easily play 11 or 12 tonight if they go as deep as Looney, Hawkins, Peavy. Even if they keep it to 10, like they got 10 real life basketball players available to tonight.
Yeah.
Like Yves Missi as the backup 5 who has taken stuff over from Derek Queen in the second half of games. Like Karlo Makovic could play some small ball 5 or just backup 4 run behind Sadiq. They got handling in both Poole and Alvarado off the bench. Like, this is interesting. And like Herb is the big wild card, right? Like 25, 14, 19, 38, 22, or 12 rather. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for our intents and purposes tonight, it's just like Zion, Trey, and Derek Queen, and I haven't gotten any Zion yet, but apparently he's falling according to chat, so I'll get a few shares. But yeah, this team is deep, and they don't even have DeJounte Murray back yet. So, I mean, like once they're fully healthy, I mean they're mid, but they're not like the worst team in the league, you know. So, yay,
yay. Shout out Jay Fresh who took down a redacted showdown slate there the other night. Shout out to you, my friend.
Wrong Jay Fresh.
Wrong Jay Fresh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my bad. Jay Fresh. I just assume both Jay Freshes are the same Jay Fresh.
I know.
Yeah, 28 in his most recent draft there.
Yeah, that's a smash.
Okay. Seems good. All right. If you had to take a swing at your favorite Pels 6th rounder, is it just Queen? That's just the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Highest total on the slate here, Nez. We got the double altitude teams facing off against one another. We got the Jazz and the Nuggets there. Jazz were playing too good, so they had to bench Lauri Markkanen for a couple games there, but he is back this evening. 13-point favorites by way of the Nuggets here. This is a 250.5 there. The Jazz have listed the G Leaguers out, and then obviously Walker Kessler is out and George Niang still out. The other one this evening is Kevin Love is out, but Lauri Markkanen is in from that right groin injury management. And then on the Nuggets side of things, still no Aaron Gordon, still no Christian Brown. Peyton Watson is questionable. He has not been able to play through the trunk designation the last 2 games out there. Yeah, Joker goes really high, dude. He goes at the 101 every single time. It's the highest total on the slate, and they're huge favorites. Jamal goes in that mid 7 through 10 range every damn time, and then basically nobody else from Denver. Do you want anybody else from Denver? Do you want to be overweight Jamal?
I like Jamal a lot tonight, man.
Okay.
Yeah, really like Jamal. I think you can mix him in at that 1-2 turn, quite a bit. Sure. The 1-2 turn is really flat. There's like a tier of 5 guys there that you can take at that 1-2 turn, maybe even 6.
In a vacuum tonight, Donovan Mitchell or Jamal Murray?
Donovan.
How about Denny Avdia or Jamal Murray?
Denny.
Paulo. Curry.
Jamal.
Okay. So Jamal kind of if you were just raw ranking it out, he could be 8 or 9. And then if you want to mix and match your combos, you can take him at 5 or 6 over the tier.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Which I'm going to do whenever I'm in my drafts and not autoing.
Okay. Are we ready to turn the light back on for my guy Cam Johnson in the last round, or are we not drafting anybody else?
No. I mean, he's going to be... He's going to look draftable.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Yeah. Just the worst empty fantasy minutes of all time these days.
I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. But, man, in Brooklyn, he was hooping.
I got to sit down with the all 22 and just ISO Cam all night long, Cam Johnson, and just chart him and just, draw the S's all around the floor and see what my guy's doing out there, because he ain't doing shit.
Let me know what you find.
Let's talk about Utah, man. The keynote stuff has been incredible. It was good while Lauri was there, and then it was great while Lauri was gone. Yusuf Nurkic has been jumping in and out of the lineup there. Kyle Filipowski been starting at the 4 alongside it at times. Isaiah Collier had some good minutes off the bench here. Is anybody draftable outside of Keontae and Lowry?
Nurk's gonna pop up for you when you're in the lobbies,
Sure.
but don't think so. Don't
Okay.
think so. It's only Keontae and Lowry for me.
Okay, let's rank them tonight. Would you prefer Lowry or Keontae?
I prefer Keontae.
Okay. Would you prefer ADP adjusted? You prefer Lowry?
Yeah, but like that ADP is like very, very fake now.
Okay, let's rank Lowry where he deserves to go. Do you like him more than Jimmy Butler this evening?
Yes.
Do you like him more than Jared Allen this evening?
Oh, yeah.
Jaren Jackson Jr.?
Yeah.
J-Dub?
No.
Okay, so kind of in and around there, but you pull Zion below. Lowry has an ADP of 27, and he's probably the 13th best play on the slate.
Yep.
Yeah, and you could even pull Siakam and White behind him as well. Garland, if you don't want to get caught with your pants down. If you just raw rank it out where you think Lowry deserves to be, you're going to end up with like significantly worse combos than already exist, but you're also going to end up with a shit ton of them if you put them at like 13.
You're going to end up with good teams.
Okay.
Sure. Like your teams are going to be better if you draft a lot of Lauri Markkanen. So I don't know, man. I would just do it. I would just draft a lot of Lauri Markkanen. If you can get him where he deserves to go, and then instead of having 16% of him, you have 25% of him, like that's a feature, not a bug.
Okay. Sure. Respect it. Keynote, dude, where do you want to take Keontae? Do you want to take him just right there? So you're kind of like pigeonholed to like that one little spot, or is there anywhere else you could push him up? Like, can you get him on the corner or anything?
He falls to the Joker teams.
Okay.
I like him. I like him at ADP.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing too spicy there, right? He can't break into that next tier, and there's not a guy that stands out that I like way more than Keynote either. So I think the ADP is just good.
Yeah, reminder that since they've been missing, Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon, that like this defense has just been tragic on the Denver side, and that's reflected in the total. So basically it's only 4 players despite it being the highest total on the slate. There's just no one really exciting to get to in the 6th rounds.
That's correct. And it's the highest total game on the slate.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. Like a little Ace Bailey, little ceiling shot at Ace Bailey.
Yeah, he pops a little bit in the 6th round.
Okay. Yeah, that might be a fun
one. If you're using Solver. I'm a Solver variance guy. I love the variance on there to like get some names that pop up that I normally wouldn't pop up, and Ace comes up quite a bit.
Okay, cool. All right, dude. OKC and the Grizz is next up here. This is a 233, 15.5 by way of the Thunder, despite the Thunder being absolutely decimated on the injury report. But that is because also are the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark came back into our lives out of nowhere. Good Canadian kid. He starts for 1 game and now he goes away forever again. Such is the case with Brandon Clark these days. He's going to miss a couple weeks here with a calf strain, still missing all the handling. So they are still missing Scottie Pippen Jr., John Morant, and Ty Jerome. John Kocher is out. Zach Edey is out. And now you add Vince Williams to that list as well, who was some potential backup handling, who was going to vault into the starting lineup potentially as well. Man, this is a really thin Grizzlies team, and they're going to need some scoring and some handling this evening. And that's probably what's propping up JJJ and Santi Aldama's ADPs, but it probably won't look the same way in the projections. And then on the other side, the Thunder are super thin at the 5 in particular, but super thin in general. No Caruso, no Dang, no Hartenstein, no Chet. And then we've been missing Topic forever now. And then no Jalen with a Y Williams this evening. So really thin at the 5 because there's their 3 best 5s on the injury report. And then Aaron Wiggins has a Q tag who we would be penciling in for some big time minutes this evening, if not for said Q tag. So both these teams really decimated there. Nez, Memphis plays tomorrow. The Thunder play on Christmas. Is that, or Thunder play tomorrow as well?
Let
me confirm. Let me not speak out of turn. Thunder at Spurs tomorrow. Memphis at Utah tomorrow. So both teams front end back to back. Both teams with like 8 bodies. Not actually, but asterisks. Kind of like 9, 10.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want those Grizzlies though. I mean, I know they're decimated. I know they're hurt. I don't want them, man. Not against this Thunder team. But I really like the Thunder tonight, aka Shea and J Dub. If it's not J Dub night, I'm going to be in shambles. So I had a bunch last night. I'm gonna have a bunch today. Just love J Dub tonight with the missing the bigs, the bodies that they're missing in general, man. I just think J Dub's going to take on a huge role. I just think he's the play. I think he's the play. So I'm making that my stance tonight.
Do you think they could play second unit 5 J-Dub?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think they go small ball second unit 5 there?
For sure. I mean, yeah, they're given what they look like right now, like absolutely.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I mean, like that's probably not a terrible matchup either way. Like if he gets second unit 5 or if he gets like Wells or Coward in the first unit, like yeah, a lot could funnel through him tonight.
Yeah, he's like my stance tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna have like 30%.
Okay. Badass. Respect it, dude. Yeah, here you go. Zaylen's agreeing with you where he's like, yeah, this J-Dub should have been ADP 11 this whole time. Respect it. Let's talk about anybody else on the Thunder, man. Like, okay, obviously they're mixing the depth at the 5. Like Kendrick Williams comes in. This would have been such a fun Jalen with a Y spot too. Like he's just a triple-double machine. He's a fantasy point per minute monster. If he was in starting at the 5 tonight, this would have been so effing fun.
Yeah, we were robbed.
Yeah. But if you had to pick somebody else to play in the last round, is it Kendrick starting and maybe getting up to 28 or 30? Is it AJ Mitchell with potentially no Aaron Wiggins and he kind of has to double dip a little bit of garbage time because they're so thin, or and a whole bunch of starters minutes there, like first guy off the bench kind of vibe? Or you like Kaysen? Like who would you like?
I kind of just default to AJ Mitchell.
Yeah. Yeah, he might be the guy who gets caught in no man's land tonight, where it's like he's too good for garbage time, but then he's also like not starting, so he only plays like 22, and then Isaiah Joe plays garbage time or something like that. It's a really tough scenario here because I guess a lot would have to do with Wiggins in or out.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Yeah, and then they might just skip over it, knowing that they have a game tomorrow on the back-to-back, right? And then they have a Christmas Day game as well, I believe.
I assume they do.
Yeah, I was just kind of assuming they had Christmas Day. Let me double check. Yeah, they have Christmas Day against the Spurs. So they play the Spurs 2 of the next 3 days after today. Man, this might just be like full-fledged garbage time run for like Brooks Barnheiser and shit like that.
Yeah, and that's probably not going to matter for us.
Right. Yeah, this is like where you get cheeky on redacted with like the min salary guys and whatever. But for our game, the minutes are so fragile down here that I don't know. Could Cason Wallace start and this game stays close and he plays like 28, but he's not like a huge rates guy. He would just need some steals. Like you don't want to play it. Lou Dort's the same thing. Yeah. I guess AJ Mitchell in the last round is kind of like the only bridge you want to get to.
Yeah, and even then, I'm like, do I really want to get to it?
Right. Yeah. I feel like I should like so much more stuff on the Thunder here, but I think you're right. It's just jam J-Dub at that ADP.
Oh yeah, I like. I have so much J-Dub, dude. I have so much. And hopefully it's going to be unique with Jokic because I'm taking him on like every Jokic team.
Okay, cool. The Memphis side there, dude. Santi had a ceiling game. Cam Spencer's back. He'll bring like kind of that lead handling to that first unit. Obviously, a tough matchup for all of these guys. It's a bad matchup for everyone, basically. But they're gonna run so tight, and they've been playing some inspired basketball recently. They're flirting with 500 again here. Our Grizzlies, dare I say. What do you think, dude? Can we play any of these guys? Or are you just way too low on all of them?
I mean, I'm really low on all of them.
Okay.
The only two, I mean, like I like Santi will fall enough where it's like, maybe you can consider it. I don't think JJJ is going to fall enough for me.
Okay.
And Cam Spencer in the 6th round, like I think is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Don't love it, but it's fine. And like Coward, don't love it, but it's like fine in the 6th. Because like I said already, the 6th round isn't good. It's not good.
Yeah.
So like you got minutes here for these guys, but they're 15-point dogs on the road. Don't love it.
Yeah. Yeah, mixing and matching some of these back end guys might be okay. Like the Spencer one where like the minutes there's like it's so effing safe and they're lacking so much handling. Like even the guys that they pull off the bench, like KCP's been playing a little more off ball. Like I don't know, man. Like look at all these out tags. They might just need the handling so much. Like point JJJ. Like Jesus, this is yeah. I think Cam Spencer and Coward are totally fine in the last round, even though, like, if you just throw the matchup out the window and be like, sorry, I had to sneeze. If you just throw the matchup out the window and you're just like, yeah, these guys are going to play 33 and we hope for the best kind of thing, I think Cam Spencer and Coward could give you enough in the 6th round.
Yeah, that's what I agree.
Yeah. Like you might like a slate like this, a 7-gamer where you're like dealing with like these back end 6th round picks here. Like you might only need 35 or 40 from a back end 6th round pick. Like who's a better pick, Benny Math or Cam Spencer tonight? Like Sadiq Bey or Cam Spencer?
Yeah, I'd probably take Cam in both those. Maybe Benny Math. I feel less convinced about, but I think Cam is like a total fine 6th round pick. He's going to be really low owned as well.
Right. Similar tier pick, right? Like just similar tier for the analogy.
Right.
All right, dude, let's keep pushing. Warriors and Magic here, 6 on the unabated line to the Warriors here, a 227.5 low total here. Warriors basically have 2 draftable pieces every draft, and then the Magic have 2 as well, and then we can kind of decide if we want to go beyond that. Magic, obviously, front end back-to-back. Warriors were one of the teams not on the front end back-to-back. It's got Steve Kerr jumping up and down because all he does is complain about the schedule. Let me get the most recent injury report here now that we've pushed forward in the show. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Scroll. Seth Curry and Al Horford are listed out for the Warriors, so nothing much going on there. Jalen Suggs has the doubtful tag, which might just be Orlando as a team that's really forthcoming with the injury report to do kind of like the staggered progression that he comes in tomorrow. Their defense has been considerably worse without him, especially the catch and shoot and the on-ball stuff. So that's just something to note. Tristan Da Silva has the Q tag yet again there, and then without the Wagner brothers here. Dude. I never really want to play Steph, but we talk about how he has a ceiling and he belongs in kind of like that draftable range every single time.
Yep.
I think I'd rather play Jamal this evening. And then Jimmy Buckets, I'm just kind of fine with that ADP. I think I'd still like Lowry over him, but he'll probably project in the same tier. And then I kind of just don't want anybody else from the Warriors when they're this deep.
No, not at all. I mean, Steph and Jimmy, I'm with you. Like, I don't really like drafting Steph, but like, It does appear to be a pretty good Steph spot. Like you got to kind of shake the Warriors stink, like it's like or the Magic. Sorry, a little bit of both, but truly, but really the Magic is what I was referring to. Like you talked about, like no Suggs here makes this a much more palatable spot. So yeah, Steph's probably like to assign a percentage to it, like a 14%er for me tonight. Like I don't really want to fade it because like Steph's ceiling is just like, oh my god, like fuck. But yeah, I also don't love it. Jimmy's projection though, man, is like crazy tonight.
Okay.
Crazy high Jimmy projection. Like 10 or 11, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, higher than Keynote.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I had Jimmy when I ranked this last night, just like, vibing it. Like I had Jimmy, ahead of ADP. I didn't have him that far ahead of ADP.
Yeah. Who guards Jimmy tonight? Bane? Bane guards Jimmy tonight, right?
Yeah, what? Anthony Black guards Steph Curry? How does that sound to you?
Yeah, that sounds like a good Steph matchup.
Yeah, might not want to fade Steph.
Dude, yeah, Steph's actually in a really nice spot now that like we think about it. Because Paulo's gonna get the Draymond treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I would play it. Yeah, Paulo gets the Draymond treatment. I guess if De Silva's in, I guess it would impact who plays Jimmy. But I don't know if De Silva's like that dude. I guess either way, it's nice for Steph and it's nice for Jimmy because they're probably getting some combination of De Silva, Bane, and Anthony Black on them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Like he's like, I guess like here's a question for you. Like on ADP, like Jimmy or Siakam tonight?
Yeah, I guess I would take Jimmy, but the answer to that question is Lowry.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'd take Jimmy tonight over Siakam.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't read matchups yet, but I'd be really interested now that we've gone down this rabbit hole. I haven't read the Discord posts yet from the Unabated stuff. So be really interested to know what about Jimmy stands out here.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Just the Steph factor? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Very interesting. Just looking for a half second here. I think Tyus would start if no De Silva, says Fan.
I would not have thought of him to be a De Silva replacement.
Yeah, so Fan says, yeah. So Black, Bane, Tyus, Paulo, Wendell Carter Jr. Whatever happened to Queen?
Queen?
Yeah. Probably just hurt. Or G League.
Queen. Why can't I think of like... I only know Derek Queen.
Yeah, because Derek Queen's in our lives now. We've forgotten. Yeah, I don't know. Jonathan Isaac can't play minutes like that. They got Goga as backup 5. Jace Richardson had some big minutes, and Chet Howard had some big minutes recently. But yeah, I guess it's just Tyus, man. That's a lot of first unit handling overlap because Bane, Black, and Tyus can handle, but Paulo has the highest usage rate and loves the ISO stuff. Man, I'm falling low-key out of love with the Magic right now.
I think Paulo's fine. I think Paulo and Bane are fine.
Yeah.
6th round Anthony Black.
Sixers legend. There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Jimmy kind of always projects well. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, they just got so many bodies, too, on the Warriors side, too. Like, Melton's back in there. Pat Spencer's back from his stuff. Buddy can shoot it off the bench. Kuminga, who the fuck knows where his minutes are going? Like he's been coaches DNP, what CD like a couple times now. Like, wow. It's hard for me to get excited about Jimmy, but we talked ourselves into it. Like I get that it's a good matchup and they could probably play full because they're one of the teams that isn't on the back-to-back, but they also do have the Christmas game. All right. I think the answer is Lowry, but I still like the Jimmy stuff. At least they host Dallas on Christmas. Okay.
That'll be fun.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving there. Who's why am I blanking? The Orlando stuff, dude. Are you fine with everybody at ADP right now? Is there anybody else you want to get to? Like, I guess Bane sticks out a little bit that I kind of like him a little more than ADP. Paulo, I liked a little less than ADP. Anybody else that you want to draft here?
6th round, Anthony Black.
Okay.
And then we also have our free swap of the day and Jalen Suggs that I really like as well.
Okay, yeah, just take him in the 6th round with the D tag, knowing that he's not going to go, and then we could just swap off to whatever opens up as the day goes on.
Yeah, it's going to be you versus a potential flag swap.
Okay.
And that's only one other player obviously swapping ahead of you, I believe, at this point in the day. That's a pretty sick 6th round pick, man. For just staying on the clock, dude. It's very, very valuable. The problem is that it's in Golden State and it might take a while for that out tag to hit. Is the only downside is like they don't mark him out soon enough because Underdog's not going to swap him until he's marked out. But I think we're going to get the out tag in time.
Yeah, Orlando pretty forthcoming with the injury report, but that's a really good nugget, Nez, that like it is a free swap, but you got to hope it comes before 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're swapping to Goga.
Yeah, and well, you could swap to Anthony Black potentially. You could swap to Draymond. Like those are kind of like mean projection floor options. Like
you have a couple options in the last game too.
Okay, cool. Jordan Walsh is officially out here, so probably, I guess Sam Hauser in. Maybe they do the Josh Minot or Hugo Gonzalez thing. But that just makes things a little bit clearer for path to minute ceiling for one other wing tonight. Most likely Hugo Gonzalez, like we were talking about earlier, but I don't think it really opens anything up for us.
I'll give Nemes a bump.
Okay.
Give him an extra rebound.
Nice. Oh, good shit. All right, dude. Last game on the docket here. We get Pistons and we get Blazers. Both front end back-to-backs here. 6 by way of the Pistons on the road versus the Blazers. We haven't had a show since then, but can we just have a fuck you moment for not playing Shaedon Sharpe in overtime and switching? I know you guys were up 15 or whatever. They were up 13 with like 4 minutes left. And one of the fouls that Shaedon Sharpe took was like in the landing zone that led to 3 free throws. But like, dude did not deserve the benching of overtime there to go with that big lineup. Like, who did they play instead? Cece?
Yes. Yeah. City Sissoko.
Sissoko. There you go. City. Yeah. So, damn it. That would have won us a lot of money last week there.
Oh,
so
dude.
We're having our
like a season-changing like outcome there. I had so many teams at the next rung with Shaedon, dude.
Yeah,
like,
you and I both, my friend.
Fucking maniacal, man.
Yeah, gross run out for the boys there. Thought Shaedon would definitely get that burn in overtime. Did not. Lost 5 minutes off of that, which was unfortunate. And then it actually was a net negative because then the Russell Westbrook teams continued to push up because he played all of overtime. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Cade is kind of just locked in the first round there. I will read out the injury report because we did just get a Ron Holland listed doubtful or out, one of the two, doubtful now. But we got Jalen Duren listed as probable. We got all the G Leaguers listed as out. And then we got Ron Holland, the second there with a doubtful tag. And then on the Blazers side, we got Jeremy Grant with a Q tag, and then still without Drew Holiday, Scoot Henderson, Matisse Thybulle, Blake Wesley, Dame Lillard. That's kind of the crux of it there. So, yeah, Denny's got a high ADP, and so does Cade. Let's talk through those two first here, and then go on.
Yeah, I mean, Denny's in that tier that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Of like you can really take whoever you want there. I like Denny a lot. I have this perception of the Pistons that they are like much better on defense than I think, or at least like I'm like readjusting my priors where I was like, oh yeah, teams against the Pistons, like no Warriors here. Kind of worry about teams against the Pistons. Okay. I don't know. They just seem to be. I just don't remember a lot of guys popping off or ceiling against the Pistons in recent memory, or at least this season in general.
Well, 25 minutes of on-ball Asar plus Duren rim protection is not like a great combo for opposing offenses, right?
Yeah, and they're playing inspired, obviously too, right? They're on a hell of a run right now. Yeah, like they're a good team, man. They're a good team. So like I like Denny because Denny's going to play close to 40 minutes, and he's a usage monster. So. I like him, and I like Shaden today, but I definitely am like kind of pumping the brakes slightly on Shaden here. But I like both those guys. And then 6th round Klingon is definitely in play tonight as well, if that lets you know anything about the 6th round.
Yeah, no, I respect that take all around there. I'm a little lower on Denny. I know it's like pretty safe and whatever. It just doesn't feel like the best matchup in the world for Denny. I like Shaden a lot. Like Shaden stands out to me. Like the usage rate with like Denny and Shaden overlap. It's like it just continues to favor Shaden. And I know Denny just does more in multiple categories than Shaden does, but like, fuck, I love this dude. I know, think
he's sweet.
I fucking think this guy's so good at basketball. Like I want him to be that dude. But yeah, Denny's really good too, and one of the best team friendly contracts in all of the sport there. But yeah, I'm good with both at and around ADP. But if I'm going to be light on one of the two, I think I'm going to be a little bit lighter on Denny this evening than Shaden. I like Shaden a lot.
Yeah. I feel you. I think that's fair.
Any love for Grant in the last round as potential swap and or potential like just starting and playing full? Like the minutes are so strong.
I know I'm sleeping on Grant because he's shown up in projections, and I was like, I wasn't on that. But what's his ADP? 35.6.
Yeah.
I got to take him more in the 6th round. That's a pretty risk-free pick there.
Okay. Yeah, who do you think Asar gets? Denny, right?
I mean,
they've talked so much about this point Denny stuff.
Who does Asar guard?
Yeah.
Okay, when you said get, I'm like, why do we care about who guards?
Oh, sorry. Who do you think sags 3.5 feet off of Asar to just dare him to shoot threes tonight?
Maybe that's better for their offensive output because they don't have to work. I guess Denny.
Yeah, I guess so too. Which makes me like the sharp stuff more.
Yeah.
But I'm biased. I'm so biased.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I guess Cade on Shaden, I guess.
Okay.
Or just Cade, yeah.
Okay. I'm good with it. I think Cade gets the Kamara treatment on the other end for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not going to stop Cade Cunningham, though.
That's true, buddy. That's true.
In terms of getting shots up, maybe they're not effective, but
yeah. Okay, so I think 4 draftable pieces on the Portland side. 2 of them are scrolls, and those 2 scrolls would be Klingon and Grant. And I think if we knew Grant was going to start tonight and play, and it's the last game on the slate, so maybe we don't get this news. and it's going to be a hard one to swap off of because there's nothing that's all that interesting unless you just get to a bunch of Klingon. It's a tough swap, but I definitely want a couple Grant shares, I think.
Yeah, I do too because I have none right now, and I was asleep at the wheel on that.
Okay, let's talk about Detroit basketball. Almost every single night, it's only two guys to play. Here we got the probable tag on Duran, which is just noteworthy there. Also because of the swap potential stuff. It being the last game on the slate, if that ever broke the wrong way, you basically have nobody to swap to other than whoever's going to start at the 5 for the team, which would presumably be Beef Stew, aka Isaiah Stewart there. But yeah. Anybody else, dude?
No. I'm struggling with Jalen Duran.
Yeah.
You just like, it's been a long time since we've seen a ceiling game from Jalen Duran, and he continues to project like really, really well.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Do you just keep rolling it out there, or do you take ceiling shots on like Jalen Duran or Jared Allen tonight?
I guess Allen.
Because of ADP or like
because of ADP. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the Pistons are so deep now, man. They're just running like 10, 11 bodies, like 12 bodies if they want to. Like,
like to put this in perspective. This is just Underdog, but like the Underdog pick'em lobby for fantasy points, Jalen Duran projects better than Lauri Markkanen, than Keontae George, than Jalen Williams. Like they've got him for 39. I think that's just like a lower, but like they got him for 39, better than Jimmy. Like the pick'em lobby loves him tonight.
I wonder what it is about it.
When the lobbies differ like that, I just like it just gets my win horse up, and I'm like, maybe you just like take a little Jalen Duran tonight because like that's interesting to me.
Okay, seems good. Like this is my thought. Like Nick saying that like Pistons were missing rotation players for so long. Like they were without Tobias, they were without Beef Stew for a couple of those games. Sir missed some games, so like
that's like for sure what's happening here.
Yeah. Dude, coming out with the anybody who watches like I don't watch the games. Like get the fuck out of here. Like of course I watch Shaden, and like of course Shaden's fucking dope, man. Like he doesn't have to be a good basketball player. He's dope out there. I am so biased to like these types though. Like Nick nailed it. Like Shaden Sharp and Jet Howard. Like I'm so biased to those types.
How are you gonna say Shaden isn't a good basketball player? Like I'm not gonna lie and know that I know Shaden's efficiency as a shooter, but like he can shoot and he's athletic. Like that's just like fun. If you don't like Shaden Sharp, man, I mean like who do you like? You know what? Who do you like? Who's your like off the radar player? I would love to know.
Yeah. Like, yeah, if you don't like Shaden, you don't like fun basketball. That guy's got bunnies for days, man. Like, he can get so high. Go AZ Cards. Did you miss me talking about? Yes, RB1, potentially his last game at home. Taysom Hill's last game at home. Throws for a touchdown, has 4 catches, has 12 carries. The thesis all came to fruition finally, and it didn't break the slate. What a shame. What a shame. All right, Nez, I think that's probably good, and we just rip a couple drafts here and call it.
Yep. I gotta get out of here. Holiday season.
Yeah, I gotta still do some shopping here. I need some ideas, guys. It's so hard, man. My nephews just all had birthdays, so like I exhausted all my good ideas, and now all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I gotta double down on ideas again and like stuff like that.
Do they? You know what you should find? Maybe not a vintage one, but like, do you remember whenever we were kids and like the have to have it toy was like the miniature, like not like mini, but like a small like little wrestling doll that you could just like beat the fuck out of whenever they made those, whenever we were like 8. Like,
Yeah.
it was, it was like a stuffed toy.
Stuffed guy to beat up so they don't beat up each other.
Yeah, you could pile drive him, break his neck, shit like that. Yeah, like get one of those for them to just beat the snot out of.
Oh, it's so good. Wrestling buddies. There you go. That's what they were called. Clipper Nation's got it.
Oh,
Gift
shit.
certificates and lottery.
Dude, they still make them. It doesn't look like John Cena, but I'm looking at a John Cena Taysom Hill jersey.
Taysom Hill jerseys. Oh.
Well, look at me.
Oh, there you go.
Rookie of the year.
Stephen Castle's someone I enjoy to watch. All right.
Yeah, the rookie of the year.
Cade goes there. AD and SGA getting the push up with K-Bash. The Miso Tuna's in here with us as well. You said you like Denny this evening. You like Denny here?
Do Paulo. Not Denny. Do Denny.
Yeah, see, I think I would take Donovan Mitchell over both of them.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Take Donovan Mitchell over both of them. Dude, let's start flipping the board a little bit here and do things.
Not here. Not here. Come on.
You want JV?
Yes.
All right, fine. Take the cover, boy.
Let's completely ignore the end of this tier and just rip it.
All right, fine.
That's hilarious.
Fun. Boys want to have some fun out here.
That's awesome.
Live a little nerd. Buy your nephews their first beer.
Yes. Have they ever had like the IBC? Do you have IBC root beer in Canada?
No, I don't think so. What's IBC?
It's just root beer in but it's in like a bottle, so it's like a beer bottle. And
okay,
yeah, you feel like a pimp when you
we got like the dad's root beer one that's like that.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, similar thesis.
Yeah. Miso's taking Jimmy Buckets over J Dub there. I think both you and I are in the J Dub camp there.
6 sub there from Tuna.
Showing off his sub.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I've not logged into the sub today, so I'm not sure yet. I think we're kind of both out on Zion here. We both don't really like JJJ. Melo?
Yeah, I'd be down for Melo here.
Okay. Let's take Melo. I mean, I'm a little scared about the minutes. I think it probably pairs pretty well with Spida. Like if you play like that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Lowry goes there. Flag goes there. So the Lowry Markkanen's new ADP is about 19. I like Bane. I like Shaden. We talk so much about Shaden. You like Jalen Duren too?
Yeah. I think I like Bane in terms of like, the first ranking in ADP. But yeah, I it's not Zion there for me. I am really intrigued by Jared Allen. He doesn't project well. But anytime Mobley's out, and this is like generally a flowchart spot against Charlotte, like I do have some intrigue in Jared Allen quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
But the floor is just like non-existent.
Yeah. Jared Jackson Jr. goes there. Shaden goes at 22. My guy Gumby's in here. It's a big friends and family draft for the holidays.
Bro, do you see Gumby's best ball portfolio?
No, why is he cooking?
2 BBMs, looks like.
Wow. Good for him.
And they're nasty too.
Good for him.
Well, one of them was with Brian, so that actually,
it was like a screen draft?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Brian had to let him know who's good at football.
I like it. I respect it. This is crazy. So Jared Allen, ADP 18 is falling back to 28 to Cowboys, but I guess that's like a byproduct of like the tier here.
Yeah, like I don't know. I wouldn't think twice about that.
Yeah.
Just like Jared Allen, no Mobley against the Hornets. I think you take that.
I got 2 players that I want to click on right now, and the first one is Queen.
Yeah, I like Queen a lot.
Okay, the second one is a little bit of a game stack here, and maybe I've said too much. Oh, no, he's already got Cooper Flag, so he's not going to take him. Your Cooper Flag plant of the day there. Let's take PJ Washington.
Yeah, man, this PJ click feels so good.
Okay. You like it more than Santi?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
That Santi projection, 40.4 on the Black and Yellow Dog app. That's
Bro, what are they cooking?
We're just clicking buttons at that point. Yeah, I mean, we saw ceiling from it recently, but like, I guess you could just spin zone that like Kendrick isn't that dude, and he gets to play 33 minutes at the 5 when they're super short. I don't know. PJ feels good. Santi is good. That's funny. All right, that's pretty good. Denny Avdia, JB, Mello. I guess what Nick's saying in the chat is pretty true that the Mello and Zion thesis CZZs are pretty similar this evening. I think the Bane matchup's all right. I think Queen is probably a totally fine click, but you're always scared that, like, hey, if he gets cooked in the first half, it's Yeez Misi's music in the second half to deal with AD and then PJ Washington. So I'd say there's some input volatility, the phrase of the year here on Derek Queen's projection. But yeah, I like the PJ stuff. It could be totally fine on its own, or it could age even better if Cooper Flag gets ruled out.
Yeah, I'm just this game. That game's gonna be super sick.
Yeah. The Miso Tuna takes Grant with that last pick, so we were kind of hyping that. I think Santi and Pritchard are fine. I think Black's fine. I think Spencer and Nurk are fine. Sadiq Bey is fine. Poole's probably a bridge too far, but definitely has ceiling.
Yeah, the fact that Poole just played 30 minutes definitely has like my antenna up.
Right. They just have so many bodies that they could just limit everyone tonight, knowing that it's front end back to back.
Right.
Diabate's for leverage, but I don't think it's good. Cedric Coward and or Cam Spencer are both fine if you think that game plays closer than the spread.
Yeah, I mean, they like we talked about, they just don't have bodies.
Yeah. The people are buzzing. Ricky Beers is buzzing for wrestling buddies too.
Ricky Beers is literally always buzzing. It's in his name.
You know what? It's the holiday season. It's the 22nd and it's noon on the West Coast. What is it? It's almost 1 p.m. on the West Coast. Your boy's almost buzzing too. Holy.
Whoa.
I got to go do some Christmas shopping here. Wrestling buddies. I got some monster truck ideas. Got some transformer ideas. I don't know. We'll see. See what's out there.
They're little boys, dude. It's easy.
Yeah, they'll fucking love anything. The problem is they just have too much shit already.
Mm-hmm. Such is life.
Yeah, just abundance of stuff. Yeah, so AZ cards for there we go. Ricky's already buzzing in SD. Love to see it. AZ cards is asking if we're gonna do some Christmas football, that sort of thing. Not on today's show. We've almost been 2 hours live today. Tomorrow we're gonna do the NBA slate. I'm really afraid it's going to be very hard to talk about tomorrow with all the back-to-backs and an 11-game slate. But we're going to do one of us for sure. Hopefully both of us tomorrow are going to do the NBA slate. And then on Wednesday, I hope to have a pre-record. Nez is out on Wednesday for sure, but I hope to have a pre-record or something for the people. No promises, though, to do the double 3-game or the 3-game and the 5-game. So 3 for NFL and 5 for NBA. Give my thoughts and leave it out there. And then off and on the clock on Friday will be Pete and Nez. And then I'll be out for a little bit there until the new year kind of vibe. Dude, let's take Donovan Mitchell this time and just switch it up just because we just did the Denny Avdia thing.
Okay.
Holidays rooting my weekly pleasures. Love that. Get him a masterclass sub.
Hell yeah.
For your loved ones, get him a masterclass sub. JB and Denny Avdia go there. K-Bash, where do you get your ideas? Any love for Paulo, Steph, Jamal here? Let's do the Jamal thing. You said we were going to do the Jamal thing.
Okay.
Let's do it. Jamal feels entirely fine to do the pull-up play on the right-hand side there. Lego replica of their favorite team's stadium. That's a great idea. That's a good idea. I don't think they're Lego kids yet. They're like, they get bored too easily. They're
I
like,
was not a Lego kid either.
yeah, they're 5, 6, and 3. So like Lego's probably the next chapter.
Yeah, big blocks were good, you know.
Yeah,
Build a
like
big
Duplo
wall.
or whatever.
Yeah, knock that shit down.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, they're in that phase right now. They got the big block ones that you can smoke down. Dude, this is true, man. They all love Spider-Man these days. I did ask them yesterday. I was like, what kind of stuff didn't you get or whatever? Like, I gave them Spider-Man figurines as part of the action figure set for his birthday the other day. And now all of them want Spider-Man. And like, these kids don't really watch like TVs or shows like that. Like they just play outside and beat each other up kind of thing. Like they're farm boys. But like, and they play sports. Like they've never seen Spider-Man on TV. They've seen it in like the library and like the books and stuff, but they've never seen the movies, never seen whatever, and they love Spider-Man. So it's so true that they just love Spider-Man these days. Like I don't know what it is about it.
Interesting. Yeah, why?
Yeah.
I was never a big superhero guy. I mean, I liked Power Rangers, but like not like superheroes like that whenever I was growing up. Do kids still like Beyblades? Are Beyblades still a thing?
I don't even know what those are. What's that? The spinny things?
You never played Beyblades? They're like weaponized tops, and you.
Oh yeah. The spinny things. Yeah, I got you.
Let it rip, and then you have to say that, and then you either got an offensive one or defensive one, and you put some heavy fucking weights in there.
Okay.
Kids in my school would get like black market add-ons to their shit. I'm like, how am I can't compete with you. I have like a 5-gram Beyblade, and you're like your shit won't stop spinning. Putting a hole in the...
Couldn't beat the games as a kid. Couldn't beat the games, dude. The kids were out there using the assistant
overlays and shit. Like
the kids had overlays for their Beyblades.
such BS.
Dude, let's do the Jimmy Buckets thing when he comes all the way here.
Yeah.
So good. Nose ball. Yeah, Tech Decks. That was more my speed.
Tech Decks. I was a Tech Deck kid. I tell you, yeah.
Bane plus Lowry go there.
Let's do Shaden.
Shaden? All right, cool.
Yeah, we're gonna be sweaty on this one. We just got the Jeremy Grant doubtful for tonight.
Okay. Nice. Thank you for the update. There we go. Shaden feels nice.
Who does that like? Oh, good. Sorry.
No. I was just going on the toy rant.
I mean, as far as Blazers go, does that gives like Kamara a little bit of a boost? Shaden a little bit of a boost, I guess.
Yeah, I would say Shaden and Denny for sure.
Right.
I'd say, yeah, I think all the quote unquote boosts would come to like pulling into the lineup guys like City, or yeah, I think Klingon's fine. Like maybe there's a little bit of a rebounding boost without Grant out there.
Probably Denny. Yeah, the biggest.
Yeah, I think it's just like Denny and Shaden get like a little bit on the offensive end from a usage rate. I think Klingon gets a little bit of a rebounding rate boost. City probably comes into the starting lineup, him or Chris Murray, one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tamani, like, it's just kind of like Tamani's always Tamani. Like, it's just like,
yeah,
I guess he's going to play 34 minutes. He's going to have the toughest defensive assignment, and he's going to score between 20 and 35 fantasy points. So he probably still doesn't matter. Brandon Miller falls back here. Is Trey Murphy the end of a tier that it's like, yeah, we just got to take him kind of vibe?
Yeah. At this fall, yeah.
I kind of feel similarly. We like that game anyways. K-Bash takes Klingon and then takes Bridges. We could take Santi here. We could take Pritchard. We could take PJ Washington, or we
I
could
would probably say
scroll.
Pritchard.
You like Pritchard more than your flag plant?
We already took him, so.
No, well, let's take him again.
All
If
right,
he's your
take him.
guy, let's go.
Cool.
Get a little game correlation with Trey Murphy there.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. Dude, yeah, I was going to say that Power Rangers still relevant. We went to a toy store yesterday afternoon or whatever. I guess it was whatever, who cares? This weekend sometime. And they have a full Power Rangers section still. And you remember how like they had like that the morphing thing? It was like morphing time, and they'd all put their hands out like this or whatever. They still sell those with like the coins for each of the guy that you like morph to and stuff. And I was like, I wanted one of those when I was a kid, like so bad, and never got it, you know?
Wow. I can't believe that. I can't believe that they're still kicking.
Dude, I had no idea. Like, yeah. Oh man. These last 2-1s, Cowboys built some good teams. Let's see what Cowboys is cooking. SGA, Curry, Garland's ADP, JJJ, Jared Allen. If you're going to pair two of the Cleveland guys together, evergreen reminder that Garland and Allen are the best to do it. And then AJ Mitchell as a scroll. I think it's fine. Yeah, I'm not like, yo, he's like, he cooked. But like, yeah, I actually think the 2-hole team is better. I actually really like what Donkey did from the first hole there too. He goes with a Joker team with J-Dub and White, which are like two that like, you know, people pull up one of them. They don't pull up both of them kind of thing. And then he pulled 2 right side board guys to the left side and put Concanipple and Queen on the team. Those are normally 5th and 6th rounders on the right side. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. I mean, I would take that team.
Yeah. Oh, the Stun has got some ball knowledge here. They're remaking the first Power Rangers. That's why. Okay. Power Rangers are back. Maybe I get ahead of the curve. Uncle John's so cool that he gets Power Rangers before the other kids get Power Rangers.
We all know.
All right, guys, do us a favor. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, all that fun stuff. We'll put our holiday cheer up here to close things out there. Both Nez and I got the holiday spirit right now. I'm going to go do a little Christmas shopping for the boys here. And then, anything else you want to say for the people here, Nez?
No. See you in the lobbies. See you tomorrow. We're going to do our best to navigate that slate. And just the holiday season. Look at the border, baby. Let's go.
There we go. Gonna listen to the best Christmas song that nobody ever listens to. Little Ava Max in the car there. That's a banger, dude.
Well, Ava Max. I'm gonna have to put myself onto that. I'm a fan of this Christmas album, Yuletide Bangers. I talk about it every year, I think. But
Yuletide Bangers. I'll put it on in the car. Get jacked up.
I'll post it in the chat. It's a great little beat tape of old Christmas remix songs.
All right, cool. I'm in. All right, guys. Everybody's favorite time of the show. The end. Peace. We'll see you tomorrow.